What is going on, everybody? Whew, we about to get back on that deer hunt. It's too wet to drive that sack of corn out here. I had to carry it. I am about to show y'all a very special spot to me. This is a central spot on our place, and it seems like every trail on this entire property crisscrosses right here in this little old field like a great big spider web, this being the center. And it's special because there was a whole lot of firsts that happened here. Like my daughter, the very first deer she shot was right over yonder somewhere, and then my oldest boy, first deer he shot was right about here, and then the second deer he shot was over there, and then the first deer I shot was over behind that cedar tree on this property. And we've just shot a whole lot since. My wife shot her first deer with a bow over yonder. We used to have a blind setting up in the brush over there. We used to have all this, probably an acre or two, brush hogged down, tilled up, and planted in a food plot. But after a couple years, I just quit hunting it because it was so centrally located that we would be sitting here. It seemed like every other time deer would come out into the field, they'd be milling around, we'd be waiting on a good shot, and inevitably a deer would come up from behind us, catch our wind, blow, and then everything would be gone, messing up the hunt. I just found it easier to hunt singular trails that come in and out of this field instead of trying to hunt the field itself. But this year we're gonna try to get back on it. I knocked down about a 1/4 acre, and we put a bag of oats and a bag of wheat, and it's come up real nice. Deer kept it mowed down. After I shot that last buck, I moved the feeder over here. They've been hitting it. Got the blind sitting over there in a thicket. Now, I've been out here and I've hunted a couple times, once by myself, and that day a little fawn came up and milled around under the feeder. I let her walk because she was tiny, and I'm not above shooting tiny does, but I need a little bit more meat in the freezer this year. I've shot a couple tiny ones already. And then right before dark, a little buck came in over here and milled around, and I let him walk too, because y'all are wanting me to shoot bigger bucks, and man, I don't know, that's not me. But I'm gonna try it for you, and if it doesn't work, then right before the end of the season, so I don't have to eat a tag, we'll just shoot the little ones. The second time we come out here, I come out here with my daughter, gonna let her shoot a deer, and we drew a goose egg. Didn't see nothing. It was so boring she fell asleep. So with that being said, I need to get this sack of corn into that feeder and then get out of here, because we're gonna come back in here this evening, probably about two-ish, see if we can whack a deer. And I'm getting kind of antsy, so just about any slick that walks in is probably going to get busted. I'll still hold off for a bigger buck until a little later in the season for y'all. Let's gather everything up and get out of here so we can come back this evening and kill a deer. Man, it's about 3 o'clock when I was walking in on the road here. A nice buck kind of paralleled me and walked out in front of me about 10 or 12 yards. He just stood there looking at me like the goober I was. Everything I had was in my backpack. I'm gonna try to rattle him, man. I'm in a hurry. I'm gonna try to rattle him because last time I seen him, he was just kind of put his nose down. He was zigzagging through the trees over there. Cold trailing a doe. I'll get that up here in a minute. I'm gonna try to rattle a little bit. I'm hoping he hasn't gotten too far away. He knows I'm here though, so he may not come. He wasn't too far over there. If he's gonna come, that ought to bring him in. I'm not saying him. I expected him just to come running. It's hard to pull them off them cold trails when they're after a doe. Anyways, there's a front coming in, and about to blow some rain in. That feeder will kick off at 4 o'clock. There's been a group of does and yearlings coming into it every evening, every morning. Man, I'd like to get a shot at that buck. I wish I could have got him on film so y'all could have seen. One of those things that happens. I'll quiet down, see if a doe will come in, let me throw an arrow through her. See, that's exactly what I was talking about when I quit hunting this spot. I had a deer come out in front of me. It was just almost out far enough that I could have took a shot at it. And then the doe got behind me, come into the field from downwind. She busted me and ran back off that way. Ran the one in the field off. It's just a tough spot to hunt. It's too centrally located. Nope, that one that ran off is working its way back around. Maybe. I didn't see where I hit him, but I know it went all the way through because I heard it hit the feeder leg on the other side of it. Let's look at the video and see. I know that was another small one, but I've had such a hard time with this spot that I just made up my mind if anything got up here and gave me a shot, I was going to take it. Anyways, let's review the video, see where we hit it. I hit it further back than what I wanted to, but it was quartering away just a little bit, so maybe I got the back of the lung closest to me and the lung on the opposite side. We'll see if I can find my arrow real quick and see what it looks like. Well, I found the arrow, and there's blood on it. We expected there to be blood on it though. I mean, we know we hit the deer. The ground's super wet. I'm just not finding a lot of blood. I found a little bit of blood, but it's already starting to fade out in the water because it's kind of misting. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to give that little deer some time or go see if I can find it before it gets dark. Alright, anyway, it'll take me a few minutes to pack everything up, so we'll figure it out as I do that. It's been about 30 or 45 minutes. It's starting to get dark. I went back and I got me a flashlight. I'm just really having a hard time finding blood. I found just a little bit on some leaves and then a little bit more on a spider web. And I know I made a bad shot on that deer. I could tell by watching the video. I mean, it happens sometimes. I'm not finding much blood, but I think that I heard it crash over here somewhere. Or maybe it was just wishful thinking. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just going to keep looking for blood. See what happens. I hate it when you make a bad shot on one. I gotta turn this light off though because it messes with my night vision. Pull flashlight back out of my pocket and see if I could follow blood. Like I said, you just hate it. I found it. There's a white belly over there. Oh, I got lucky. Might have to quit hunting in the rain. Let's look at this shot. See how bad a shot it was. Oh goodness. Yeah, right here. So it was a high shot. This is the exit, and that's on the top half of its body, way up high. And then the entry was pretty far back. Yeah, that was a bad shot. It got the job done, but I hate to make bad shots on them. I don't know. So that right there is our last archery antlerless tag. So I got 2 holiday tags, but we're gonna have to wait all the way to the end of December to use those. Those are holiday antlerless gun tags, and I think I'll have to double check. I could use a bow to fill those holiday tags. They don't count towards your season limit. And then I have 1 more buck tag, and I am saving it. I don't know if we'll kill a big buck, but I'm gonna hold on to it to the last minute and hope that I don't eat it. So hey, I appreciate y'all watching, appreciate y'all sticking with me. That is all I have for today. I'm super glad we found this deer. We'll catch you next time.